Today we're going to practice adding three two-digit numbers together. How should we add these so we know how much we have all together? We should start by writing the first number at the top. 25 cents right underneath. Make sure you line up your numbers. And then 18 cents underneath that. Now, when we add our dimes and our pennies and we adding money, where should we start? If you said the ones place, you're right. Start with your pennies. 7 plus 5. I'm going to use my touch points just in case. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now 12 plus 8. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now remember, how many digits can we put in one? Remember, there's those invisible boxes. How many numbers, digits, can we put in the box? Only one. These three digits added together is 20. So I put my 0 at the bottom and I carry my 2. Now remember, in our math, we can either put it at the top or we can put it at the bottom. I like to put it at the top. Let's add these 4 digits together. 2 plus 3, that equals 5. Plus 2 more, 6, 7, 8. 37 cents, 25 cents, and 18 cents added together is 80 cents. Bring down your cent sign because we're adding our money. Now we're going to play a game. Add it up. You need to find your added up scorecard and a pencil. Now I have several different amounts of money cards written on these cards. So I'm going to turn them over and I'm going to flip 3 over. We're going to add them all up. First I have 49 cents. So under round 1, I'm going to write 49 cents in the first box. The next number is 24. I'm going to write 24 under my 49. And the last number, 43. I'm going to put 43 in the last box. Now it's time to add these 3 numbers together. Remember, we always start in our pennies. 9 plus 4. Well, if I know 9, if I give 1 here, that makes it 10. So that makes 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to put my 6 here and carry my 1. Do you see the 16? Now, let's add our dimes. 1 plus 4, well, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I just won $1.16. I'm going to take this amount and I'm going to write it on round 1. I'm going to see how much money I can win and how rich I can be. Now we're going to do round 2. Again, 39. $60. And let's see, come on, big money. 35. Okay, we start in our pennies. What's 9 and 0? Well, that's 9. Plus 5 more, that's 14. There's the 14. Now, what's 1 plus 3? 4. Ooh, plus 6, that makes a 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. $1.34. Okay, on to round 3. 42 cents. Goes there. 17 cents. Ooh, 57. All right, let's add all 3 of these numbers. 2 plus 7, well, that's 9, plus 7 more. Well, if I give 1 to the 9 to make it a 10, 9 plus 7 is 16. Carry my 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 6, plus 5, that's 11. 116. Add that down at the bottom. Now let's, ooh, this is a big one. Let's add all of these 3-digit numbers together to see how much money we won. Starting in the ones place. 6 plus 4, that makes 10, plus 6 more, 16. Carry my 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3 ones makes a 3. $3.66. I'm a big winner. All right. You may put this aside and you may pull out our practice sheet. Should look like this. Should see 79A at the top. Now, if this is going too fast for you while we're working, just hit the pause button and you can slow down and and then you can check your work. You'll also need a ruler for our name and our date line. Our name line is draw a 3-inch line segment. Do you remember which side of the ruler is the inches? It's the bigger side. Now, check your ruler. Make sure the 0 lines up with your dot. It says 3-inch line segment. I like to draw a dot to where I'm measuring and then draw a straight line. I'm going to zoom in to help you. Okay. And make sure your 0 is lined up with your dot to make 3 inches. The date line is draw a 3.5-inch line segment. 3.5, we have to go all the way to the 3, and then we go halfway. There's a middle line. This is our 3.5-inch line segment. Make sure your 0 lines up with the dot. Not over here. There's not the edge of the ruler. This would not be correct. And you gotta hold that ruler nice and straight to make your date line. Make sure you add your name and your date. Question 1. There were a dozen children in room 5. A dozen, how much is that? Let's see, I know I get a dozen of eggs when I go to the grocery store. Oh yes, there are 12. So there are 12 children in classroom number 5. 2 children, I'm going to put 2 at the top, went to the library. How many children are in room 5 now? Let's see, so there were 12 children to start, and 2 of the children went. Some went away. Take away 2. We don't need classroom number 5. Not important in this sentence, in this problem. They went to the library. So how many are left in room 5 now? 12 take away 2. Well, that's 10. My answer is 10. Oh yeah, what's my label? Library? Oh no, children. 10 children. All right, question number 2. Show 5:35 on the clock. Let's see, I'm going to start with my hour hand. I'm going to point it to the 5. The hour hand is shorter. Now, 35. 5:35. Remember, to get our minutes, we have to count by 5s. Each of these is worth 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I'm going to have my minute hand, which is a little bit longer, reach the 7. 5:35. How many minutes are there in 1 hour? Remember, each of these is also a minute, these little dashes. How many dashes are there? Well, we could count them individually, but we can also, we know that we can count by 5s, count by 5s all the way from the beginning. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There are 60 minutes in 1 whole hour. 60 minutes, then the time changes. Write these numbers in order from least to greatest. Now you notice these are all 3-digit numbers. We've been mostly working with just 2 digits, but it's not a reason to be afraid. We look to see what is the smallest number. Let's see, I'm going to start with the 100s. Because 100 is before 200. So I know I have 2 100 numbers. Then I'm going to look at the next number. I have a 2 and I have a 7. What comes first when we're counting, a 2 or a 7? If you guessed a 2, you're right. This is our first number, 129. It is the smallest or the least of all the numbers. So the next, and I'm going to cross this out because I used it, is 170. All right, I don't have any more 100s. Now I got to go to the 200s. There's 3 of them. Now I have to look at the tens place. I have a 4, a 6, or a 5. Which number comes first when we're counting by ones? 4, 6, or 5? It's 4. 243 is the middle or the next number. Cross it off because we used it. The next number, we have either a 5 or a 6. After 40 comes 50, so 259. And the last is 260. Write the numbers that are 10 less and 10 more. I have 60. 60 plus 10 more is 70. 60 take away 10, that's 50. If you need help for these problems, don't forget to look into your Moose binder for your hundreds chart. This can help. 35. 10 more than 35, well, that's 45. 35 take away 10 is 25. And 47. 47 plus 10, I can always add my numbers together if I don't want to find my hundreds chart. 7 plus 0, well, that's 7. And 4 plus 1 is 5. 57. The same as if I just subtracted 10. 47 minus 10. 7 take away 0 is 7, and 4 minus 1 is 3. 37. Using tally marks, show the number of children in our class. Well, this one's pretty easy. We have Declan, Austin, Leo, Kyle, here's Braden, and don't forget Emerson. We only have 6 children in our class. Not a very big amount. Using our pictures, what number do we have? Do you remember how much this piece stands for? These are hundreds. So how many hundreds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember what our tens look like? Our tens are the sticks. Do we have any sticks? Not by themselves. So we have 0 tens. And then count your ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This shows 408. Last set. Practice adding our numbers together, adding money. If you want to pause the video and work on this by yourself, you may, and then restart it to check your work. 4 plus 9 plus 1. Well, I know I can add 9 and 1 together to make 10. Plus 4 is 14. Carry my 1. Let's see, 2 and 1 is 3, plus 7, that makes it 10. And add your 1 is 11, 114. Don't forget to bring your cent sign down. 6, 7, 8, and 9. 4 and 4 and 3. Well, that's 8, 9, 10, 11. I know 5 and 5, that's 10, plus 8 more, that makes 18. 8, 9, 10, 15, 16. Last 2, you can do it. 45, take away 10, 35. And 26, take away 10. Ooh, tricky. It goes to a teen. That's 16. Once you are all finished, you may turn it over and work on the homework side. You may ask an adult for help, or you can try it on your own. Pause the video once you've completed and check your work. This one can have any number of answers. I only have 11 in my house. If you were stuck on any problem and did not get the right answer, well, let's do it together. Number 1. There were 15 children in the swimming pool. 6, I'm going to write 6 at the top so I remember. 6 children climbed out of the pool. How many children are in the pool now? Well, I know 15 children started swimming in the pool, and then it said 6 climbed out, means that they went away. 15 take away 6. What does that equal? 9. Because 9 plus 6 equals 15. My answer is 9 children. Don't forget your title. Show 8:25 on the clock. My hour is saying it's 8. Put my hour hand, littler hand, pointing at 8. Minutes, 8:25. Remember, we count by 5s for the minutes to find where 25 is, starting at 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So my minute hand is going to point, actually touch the 5. Got to make sure it's nice and long. 8:25. How many minutes are there in 1 hour? Now we just did this on the other side, but starting at the top, we can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 minutes total. Once the clock goes around 60, it reaches a new hour. Write these numbers in order from least to greatest. Remember, this is just like ABC order. We start at the beginning of our alphabet with A. Well, in math, when we put them in least to greatest, we start with our smallest number, and that's 1. And we look at our hundreds place. So let's look. I have 2 numbers that start with 1. I have to go to the next one since they're the same and look at the tens place to see which one is got the smaller number in the tens place. I have a 1 and I have a 2. When I start counting by 1s, 1 comes before 2. We write this whole number. 110 is the smallest number. You cross it off because you used it. That means 123 comes next. Cross that off. Now we go to the next numbers. We have a 2 in the hundreds place. They're all the same. So now we look at the middle number in our tens place. We have an 8, a 4, and a 2. When I count by ones, which number comes first? 2. 229. I have a 4 or 8. 4. 244. And last we have 285. Write these numbers that are 10 less, 10 less, and 10 more. 80 plus 10 more is 90. And 80, 10 less, 80 take away 10, that's 70. Remember, you can use your hundreds chart if you need help. 55 plus 10, that's 65. And 55, we take away 10, that's 45. And the last one, 39. Let's add 10 more. You can even use your fingers. 40, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. 39, take away 10, 29. Number 5 wants you to use tally marks to show the number of lights that you have in your house. Well, I don't have too many in my house. I only have 11. I'm going to put 11 there. To do our tally marks, remember, we do groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross it for 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Cross it for 10. And I need one more for 11. Your answer is not going to be exactly the same as mine, but make sure you have groups of 5s and then your extras. What does the picture show? Remember, it's a 3-digit number. Hundreds, tens, and ones, just like on our place value chart when we do our calendar. Let's start with the hundreds, the big squares. How many do we have of those? Only one. The sticks, those are for our tens. How many do we have of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many ones? Only one. This is 161. Bring my cent signs down just right now so I don't forget. 8. I'm going to see if I can make a 10 first. 8, 9, 10. Plus 7, that's 17. Carry my 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 127. 1 plus 4 plus 3. See, 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 3 more, that's 8. Nothing to carry there. I know 9 and 1, that makes a 10. 10 plus 3, well, that's 13. 138. Is there a way I can make a 10? 6 and 4 make 10, plus 3 more, that's 13. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the last two, 84, take away 10, 74. And 75 minus 10, that's 65. Great job today.